Hi friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Kalachakra Star 59. Now we are on our way to visit the iconic Tiananmen Square in Beijing. There is a heavy crowd of tourists, as you can see, and a serpentine queue to visit the Tiananmen Square. To get you the feel of the place, the surrounding noise is deliberately retained for certain length of the video. Look at the serpentine queue of people waiting to visit the Tiananmen Square in Beijing.
Beijing means a daughter ground.
What you see here is the Tiananmen, means gate of heavenly peace, from which the name Tiananmen Square is derived. This gate of heavenly peace of the Forbidden City was built in circa 1417 during the Ming dynasty, and it separates the Tiananmen Square from the Forbidden City. ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದು? Tiananmen Square was originally designed and built in 1651. It was enlarged to 4 times its original size and cemented over in 1958. It covers an area of 100 acres. On a 2-tiered marble terrace in the center of the square is the monument to the people's heroes, completed in 1958. On the east side of the square is the National Museum of China, created in 2003. To the south of the monument to the people's heroes is the Mao Zedong Memorial Hall or Mausoleum, completed in 1977, in which the body of Mao lies in state. 1 year after Mao's death, a mausoleum was built near the site of the former Gate of China along the main north-south axis of the square. In connection with this project, the square was further increased in size to become fully rectangular and being able to accommodate 600,000 people. Lying on the western side of the square is the Great Hall of the People, completed in 1959. It is the site of the annual meeting of the National People's Congress and contains a meeting hall with more than 10,000 seats and a banquet hall capable of seating 5,000. Mao Zedong proclaimed the founding of the People's Republic of China in the Tiananmen Square on October 1st, 1949. The anniversary of this event is still observed here. The Tiananmen Square measures 765 into 282 meters or 53.31 acres. It has great cultural significance as it was the site of several important events in Chinese history. Outside China, the Tiananmen Square is best known for the 1989 protests and massacre that ended with a military crackdown. On April 15, 1989, Tiananmen Square was the site of the protests that culminated in violence and a crackdown by the People's Liberation Army. Tiananmen Square incident, a series of protests and demonstrations in China in the spring of 1989 that culminated on the night of June 3rd and 4th with a government crackdown on the demonstrators in Beijing. Within China, there is a strict censorship on any mention about the crackdown by the Chinese Communist Party. Nobody knows for sure how many people were killed and how the protests were snubbed. The less said, the better, I feel. Since December 15, 2021, visitors must make a reservation before entering the Tiananmen Square area. We didn't visit the mausoleum of Mao as there was a serpentine queue of people waiting to get entry. Though the Tiananmen Square's popularity is clouded by the tragic incident to which it stood a mute witness, we spent an hour and a half at the square while our hearts silently mourned for the people, especially the young students who laid down their lives, a heavy price they paid for demanding democratic reforms.